Jamie Warner, certified by Weather8 for the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks.
Well, a mostly clear and quiet evening across the area. Let's see what happens here as we take a look at Tower Cam. I've been watching. It's been shaking a little bit, indicating that we've got some stronger winds now. It is starting to get breezy outside. Winds out of the southeast at 16 miles per hour, and those winds will remain breezy overnight tonight. We've got a storm developing over eastern Colorado. At least the surface low is located there. And while we're not finding any active weather right now ahead of that, I think we will tomorrow, at least in the region. So as that storm takes shape, another thing that's going to happen, winds are going to increase. It's going to be a windy day on Tuesday, and it's going to be a much warmer day on Tuesday, the warmest day in weeks, with afternoon highs well into the 60s. Now, this time of the year, if you get warmth, you've got a developing storm, you got to worry about the threat of severe weather. And it looks like we may have a severe weather outbreak in the region, but it looks like it's going to be focused to our southeast across northwest Mississippi back into northeast Louisiana. Locally, there will be some threat for severe weather. I think it's going to be isolated and very limited. The window for this to happen is going to be very limited in nature, from about, say, 3 o'clock till maybe 8 o'clock in the afternoon. And that is going to be primarily over our southeastern counties. So areas from about Mountain Home up to about, say, Winona. In that area, along and east of that line, is where we have an isolated threat for severe weather. And it looks like it's primarily going to be a wind threat, possibly some hail, but these storms are going to scoot out of the area very quickly, so they're not going to have much time to mature before they exit. Looking at our forecast through Tuesday, I think we start off rather cloudy as we get into the afternoon, though. I expect mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Long about late afternoon, though, we should see showers trying to fire up along a cold front, and then that activity will push east. And that activity will be located from about Dent County back into Marion and Baxter County at 6 o'clock, and it quickly exits the area. And then we find skies clearing out, and we're in for a beautiful day on Wednesday, albeit a much colder day on Wednesday. Temperatures tonight, they're not going to cool off much. Looks like a low of 46. Winds will remain breezy, and those winds will crank up tomorrow. Looks like we'll have gusts approaching 40 miles per hour, but afternoon temperatures are going to be really nice. Mid to upper 60s across the area, followed by a much colder day on Wednesday with highs around 40 degrees. We're still going to have some gusty winds, and that means wind chills are going to tend to be at or below freezing throughout the day on Wednesday. So, you know, it looks like Tuesday is going to be a short sleeve kind of day, and then it looks like you're going to be back in a coat on Wednesday. And kind of a sign of where we're going with this pattern. It's an active pattern the rest of the week through this upcoming weekend into early next week. With the jet stream splitting the nation from west to east like this, we're going to have cold air pulled up to our northwest, warm air pulled up to our southeast, and we're going to be in that temperature battle zone. And with that, we're going to get these storms quickly moving across the area. We're going to see quick shifts from mild to cold. We're going to find windy weather at times, case in point what we're finding tomorrow. And I think we're also going to have some episodes of rain and thunder in there. Not so much tomorrow, and I don't expect any rain in the area Wednesday or Thursday, but we'll have a shot maybe at some showers, possibly a thunderstorm overnight Friday night, and then a much better chance for rain, I think, Sunday into Monday of next week. And with that round of rain, looks like we'll probably soak the area with maybe upwards of an inch plus of rainfall. Looking at our 7-day forecast, take a look at the temperature roller coaster. Upper 60s Tuesday, 40 on Wednesday, 47 on Thursday. Do you like 60s? Well, it looks like they could be back on Friday before we lose them again this weekend, and then we see them return again Monday of next week.
That's quite a roller coaster you got going there, Jamie.
Once again.
I do like 60s.
That's, and you know, you look at that kind of pattern. That's the kind of pattern that gets people sick, I think. You know, because
Exactly.
That's your body just can't adjust. You know.
Yes. All right. Thanks, Jamie.
I think germs get people sick, don't they?
Well, that's the scientific explanation.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird that I'm being the scientist and you're not.
That's right. He's supposed to be there.
Well, that won't happen again.
All right. Thanksgiving.